Use credit cards? Most of us do, and some changes may be in store for the companies that issue the credit cards, and it could result in lower rates for customers. The Senate is set to consider what it calls the Credit Card Holders' Bill of Rights. That consideration expected to come this week. The House passed the measure on Thursday, and today, Democratic 8th District Representative Steve Kagan held a discussion about changes that he says the credit card industry needs to make.
People have to understand that having a credit card is for your convenience. It is not for financing. And certainly, when you're paying more than 5 or 6% interest on a credit card, that's far in excess of what you really should be paying.
Kagan says for too long, consumers have been victimized by unfair practices, and the Credit Card Holders' Bill of Rights, he says, will bring fairness into the credit card industry. Though you can usually find it in the fine print, those rate changes that can happen can still take you by surprise.
That's for sure. Fox 11's Becky DeVries talked with one man whose interest rate quadrupled. He's been trying to straighten things out for months. She has another view tonight.
I'd never been late on a credit card payment.
Steve Johnson says last fall his credit card payment posted 3 hours after it was due, and the penalties were stiff.
And it was a $39 late fee, and my rate went from 7% to 37.8%.
After a number of phone calls and letters, Johnson, who admits he was partly at fault, ended up being out even more money.
I gave them $95, and they said they would bring my rate back down to the normal rate. Instead, they brought it back down to 34%. After I gave them an extra $95, so it's not straightened out yet.
It's rate increases like the one Johnson experienced that legislators and others want to get rid of. The Financial Information and Service Center in Green Bay, which offers credit counseling, says it has seen credit card interest rates go as high as 45%. Which can be tough on a household at a time when many are struggling to make ends meet.
It really spans, but more often it's people are using credit cards just to pay their bills. We're paying our public service bill, but we're paying it on credit cards. We're paying our student loans, but we're paying them with credit cards. Those kind of things. Counselor
Eileen Hermes-Gosen says on average she sees people with $9,000 to $15,000 of credit card debt. While credit cards often reserve the right to change interest rates in the fine print, Steve Johnson won't be taking chances with fine print in the future.
My thing is I'm just going to, get it paid off and just go with, paying off my credit cards at the end of each month. I mean, I learned my lesson.
And Steve Johnson says when all is said and done, he's probably out a couple $1,000s because of his credit card problems. Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Northeast Wisconsin recommends you ask yourself a few questions next time you think you're ready to make a purchase. Think about the following. Do I really need this? What would happen if I did not get it? What else could this money buy? How many hours am I working to buy this? And do I still want it, and why? And for debt management calculators and other tools to help you navigate your financial path, log on to fox11online.com. You'll find much more in the economy section of our website.